Now, what is going on with all my hustlers and grinders and go-getters? The ones that wake up in the morning, look in the mirror and say, I'm going to get this money. It's Matt and the JoJo, and we're back with another one on a Sunday.
We are saying hi to you on a Sunday. We didn't have time to film a regular video, and we really try to put out regular videos every Sunday. So we're like, we should just go live. And we like going live anyways, because it's great to be able to just talk to you directly and, have you leave comments and we answer them. And it's just a really great way to connect with all of our subscribers. So as you're coming in and joining us, leave a comment of where you are watching us from, because we love that, we have so many people from all over that watch us. And also welcome Rich Johnson, who is a new channel member. So we want to welcome you to that. We haven't put new videos in our channel membership in a while, but there's a lot of videos with behind the scenes and some really, really good ones for you to watch that will help you grow your business.
And in today's video, we're going to talk about branding. And it's the most important thing in business. If you ain't got a good brand or a good reputation, guess what? Your business can just fail and go down the gutter.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yep. So we are covering lots of stuff that has to do with branding. And really, when we first started this business, I was a little bit confused, to be honest with you, about the difference between branding and marketing. I really didn't understand the difference in that. And so, in doing business, you learn as you go and you grow as you learn. And branding, in case you are confused too, it's really different, right? Because marketing is just, how you're going to reach your target audience, which is super important too. But branding really is that feeling that, people get when they see your logo and hear your name. It's what they think when they see those things and the feeling that comes over them when they think about your company. So your brand is extremely important.
Yes, one of the most important things in business for sure. It's what people think after you leave the job. And that's why you want to give 150% and make sure people are so damn happy. It's like when you go to your favorite restaurant, think about it. When you show up there, I guarantee the people are super friendly, super nice. And I guarantee the place looks pretty good. And also the customer service is probably on point. So that's why you keep going back there. Even if it costs a little bit more money, you're going to keep going there because you had a great time there and the food was really good. So with us, we really, really focus on customer service. So when we show up, we're super friendly to the customer. We want to make sure they are super happy when we leave. So they'll tell their family members, they'll tell their friends, they'll tell their neighbors, they'll talk nothing but good stuff about us when people tag us on Facebook posts or people are looking for junk haulers out there. You want to build a brand that people trust and remember. It's so important. And then the price is just, it's not going to really matter that much.
That's true. If you think about some people have certain brands that they really like, whether it's dish soap, like what if there's just a certain type of dish soap that you're going to use because it is antibacterial, it cleans really good. So, I mean, some people will go in and they'll pick the absolute cheapest soap there is. And then other people will pick the one that just has a higher quality. And that's what you want to do. You want to bring a higher quality to what you're doing. And you want your brand to be known for higher quality. And let's take 1-800-GOT-JUNK, for instance. Most, like, their clientele are the people with money because they have branded their business in such a way that they are attractive to the richer clients. And that's just how it is. People will put down all kinds of money for Jordans when there are much cheaper shoes out there, right? And probably even more comfortable shoes, but they pay more for that brand, for that elite brand. So how do you do that? How do you become a brand that people want, that people will pay a little extra for, that people go out of their way to search for? Your name is super good. Our name, Sonoma Strong, we're really known in Sonoma County for being the go-to junk removal company. The name itself tells you that we live in Sonoma County and we're strong. Like, we could get the job done.
And we're local. And a lot of things that we do too is we donate, we recycle, and we put that out there on the internet. So social media is a big thing for our business. Most of our business comes off of social media. I seen a guy today post some about where most business comes from for service businesses, and the pie chart said 45% of your business will come from social media. So you got to have a good brand. You want to be posting stuff when you donate stuff, when you recycle stuff, when you're doing giveaways, when you're picking up stuff for free, illegal dumping. You want to be that company that people are like, you know what? I want to support them. That's what we want people to do.
Yeah, when it comes to your brand, your reputation is everything.
It's everything.
It is everything. So, always give 110%, go out of your way. One thing that we do is when people call us, even if we're not doing a job for them, we solve their problem. I can't tell you how many times people will call us up and they'll want us to do something that we don't do. We don't remove dirt. We don't remove rock. We don't move concrete. We don't move people. And you can choose to do those things in your business. We just, after doing this for so long, we've discovered what we will do and what we won't do. But we don't just say we don't do that. We talk to them for a while. We try to give them a solution. We'll either tell them who else they could call or where they could take their paints and chemicals, because we don't do that either. And by the time they hang up the phone, they love that we have helped them solve their problem so much that I guarantee you, when they do have just junk removal, they will definitely be calling us back. And that's what you want. You want to offer like that that's a service too. Just offer it.
You'll know you're doing something right when you actually get a 5-star review from someone you never did business for. I actually showed up to a customer's house before, talked to the gentleman. He liked us so much, even though he didn't choose us for the service, he still gave us a 5-star review.
Yeah.
He did it himself. So that right there is great branding. When you can get a 5-star review from a customer that actually doesn't use you but likes you so much, hey, you're killing the game.
Yeah. And like we said, reputation, absolutely everything.
And I'm going to tell you like this too. It's so important who you put in your gear. You want to make sure that people that are rocking your gear and are out there every single day in the field are people that are, have integrity. People that actually show up with a smile. They don't have a bad attitude. Those are people that are representing your brand and your business. Yeah. And just so you guys know, me and the JoJo hired another full-time guy. So Sonoma Strong Hauling is growing. We're growing kind of slow, but you know what? It's all good. We got another full-time guy, JoJo.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with growing slow. You have to take risks. When you grow your business, to start a business, you're taking a risk. Anytime you grow, you have to take a little bit of a risk. But we really take our time when we grow. It took us time to get our 2 trucks. We really let the market just tell us what to do. I love how we did it. Some people, they just jump right in and they get multiple trucks and they do the Google ads and they just grow super fast. And I don't want that type of stress.
So we got 4 full-time people. We got me, the JoJo. We got the new guy and also Julio.
Yeah.
And then we got 2 people we use on and off part-time. So business is really good for us. And the reason why is because we built a brand that people trust. So you want to be the brand that when someone thinks of junk removal in their area, that you're one of the first ones that pops up. You don't want to have a bad reputation. There's certain people out there that will do stuff wrong. They'll like either really rip a customer off or be a no-show. And guess what happens? People will tell other people about your business and it will ruin it. So you got to show up. You got to make sure you do what you say you're going to do and just give it 150% and treat your business like your baby. It's so important.
Yeah. And believe me, when you do things wrong, this is just in life in general. When you do things wrong, it will spread faster than when you do things right. So it takes a lot of consistency of doing things right and, to make your business grow. But it really just takes a couple of bad things that happen for that to ruin your business. Doing bad things will ruin your business quicker than doing the right things will grow it.
And always remember, when you do something wrong, always make it right as soon as possible. Let's say you put a little nick in someone's wall or you scratch someone's floor. You don't want to be a douchebag and talk crap to the customer. You want to get that fixed. You want to have that reputation. Hey, they messed up, but they have someone come over here and fix it. Yeah. It's so damn important.
It really is. And Junk Magic says he's been watching us since we only had 1,000 subscribers.
Right on. You a real one from day one.
That's awesome. Are you coming to the Junk Expo? I'm just curious because if you've been watching us that long, it's really fun to come meet us. It's really fun. JVR. Hello, Matt and JoJo. So putting a face to your company, that will help your business really grow. Some people, they like to just be like not in front of the camera and just take pictures of before and after of junk or just junk piles. And that, we actually did that when we first started too. We kind of always do, but it won't get you to be a celebrity when it comes to junk removal in your area. And that's actually what we're talking about today. We're going to go over a few things that will make you be a celebrity in your area when it comes to what you do. So we really want you to be the go-to company in your area that everyone will call.
And it's crazy. I don't know how many times me and the JoJo or the Julio will show up to a job and the people are like, oh, wow, it's you guys. It's really you, the one that's actually in the picture on the Facebook booth or on the website. That's super cool. I can't believe you guys are here. It's crazy. People say that, huh?
They do. They say it all the time. They're like, well, yeah. So posting, like I said, a lot of times people post before and after pictures of junk. But there's no branding in that. That's just pictures of junk. You will not get an emotional pull from a picture like that. You won't get engagement from a picture like that. People will just scroll right past it. And you don't want that. You want people, when you post something, you want people to take a second, look at that, read it. Wow. You want a wow factor. And so how do you do that? You do that by posting really good pictures, branded pictures of yourself in uniform. It's backwards, in uniform, and or in front of your truck or your logo or you in action somehow with a couch, you and a helper, moving furniture. Smiling faces say so much. A smiling face is trustworthy. When you look in with your eyes into the camera, you're engaging somebody because eye contact is super important. So there's certain types of pictures that you should be posting.
And you also want to tell stories too. So one thing you can do that I do a lot is I'll let people know, hey, we've been in business since 2018. We're a small local business. So we got over 500 5-star reviews online. Go check us out. And I really put that out there that we're local. We've been in business since 2018. So people trust us. It's really important to get your business out there and post every single day and stay consistent. Because in the junk business, there's a lot of people doing it, but there's a lot of people that aren't doing it right. So one thing you want to do is post consistent every single day. People always ask me, hey, Matt, how do I get my phone to ring? The first thing you want to do is stand out from the competition. you want to stay consistent, and you want to build that brand that people will call because they trust you. So I can't stress it enough. You want to make sure when you show up to these people's houses, let them know, hey, I recycle, we donate, we give back. Let people know that. So they want to choose you over the other guys. You want to be different than the other guys.
Yep. And doing these things is so easy nowadays because you have your phone. And you can do all of that with your phone. You can take great pictures with your phone. And you want to know it's even better than pictures when you're posting on social media. And that's video. Video will, really engage your future clients much more than just a picture.
If you got an iPhone, there's no reason not to start making videos on the weekly. Do it once a week. It's so important. It's so easy. All you got to do is just hit that record button and just start recording yourself. Hey, this is Matthew with Sonoma Strong Hauling. Hey, we're going to be in your neighborhood later on this week. If you have any trash you need removed, we're offering a $20 discount. Keep it local and don't pay that franchise fee. Something like that. Super simple and easy. And to post that on the internet, the more you post, the more business you'll get. And just be personal. Let people see that face.
Yep.
Oh, and we got a $19 super chat.
We did. That's awesome. I'll pull that up in just a second. Thank you, Jay Brooks. We love it when people do that. It really feels, it makes me feel really special that you take the time and effort and thought to do something like that. So that does not go unappreciated. We love it. We are going to get chairs, so we set up higher because we notice when we hit comments, and if it's a big comment, we're hidden. So let's see. Ryan says, when you're at a client's house and you agree to a price with the client, do you just do it verbally or do you have them sign something? So it is verbal. We don't have them sign anything. Any challenges with people not wanting to pay after you load? And no, we've 8 years now? Almost 8 years?
So we've been in business for 8 years, and we really just let the customer know how we run our business and how we charge per volume, and we give them like a ballpark price. I never really give them a firm price unless it's like a single item or maybe a couple items. Normally I give them a range and let them know, hey, it's going to be between here and there. And we've never had an issue with anyone not wanting to pay at the end of the job. And one thing you can do too is just make sure you get paid before you leave that driveway. So if there is an issue, you can always hand unload it back. But always just let the customer know exactly how you charge. Hey, we charge by the volume that fills up our dump truck. It starts at $, and for a quarter load is this, and for a half load is this. And if it's between there, it's going to be somewhere around this. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. And then
communication is so important. You don't want to go there and just say, hey, I think it's going to be $500. Then you load up the damn truck and say it's going to be $800. That would piss anyone off. So that's bad business right there.
Yeah. And just another little tit of advice. I think it's good if you're giving a range. It looks like you have, maybe a half load, could be a little less. And then you give them like a worst case scenario price or something. I think it's always good to just be slightly under that.
Yeah, that's a little gold nugget right there. So one thing we'll do is we'll say, hey, it's going to be whatever, $4.95 or whatever, right? And then when we go get paid, I always drop it $20 to make the people feel like, damn, they give us a good deal. And then I hit them, hey, can we get a review? Do you mind doing us a big favor? And that's how we lock in reviews. So
yeah, because if you make it, even if it's just
a little bit cheaper,
$10 cheaper, it's cheaper than they thought it was going to be. So they're in a great mood. I love junk removal because your clients will be in a great mood. They're just typically in
99% of the time.
Yeah, they're it's not like moving people. They're stressed, but you solved their problem, whatever that was. They needed their garage cleaned out for some reason, or this room, so they're happy that the job's done. They're even happier that it's a little less than they expected. They're going to leave you a great review. What's up, beautiful people? I got my tickets. Awesome. Can't wait to see you in October.
Right on.
So much fun. Thank you, Matt, for your help. I've been following you guys since the pandemic. I'm building some walls for my long bed. Just need uniform and bank act.
Right on, right on.
For that.
And I'm gonna let you guys know
Here.
too, you don't need a big fleet to make killer money. All you need is that hustle, that pickup truck, and you can get out there and make a killing with a pickup truck and just a utility trailer, or even just a pickup truck with some wood walls. So if you guys see a bunch of people out there with like 3 or 4 trucks or 2 dump trucks, don't think you got to be like that to make a killing. You can make a killing with 1 truck and a trailer. Trust me.
Oh,
We bought a house off doing that.
Yeah, for sure. You can make so
and
much
congratulations too.
Yeah, that's awesome. I hope you love junk removal as much as we do. We really, really
So
love it.
JoJo, how many brands do we have right now? We got the Matt and the JoJo on YouTube. That's one brand. We got Sonoma Strong Hauling. That's another brand. And then we got the Junk Expo. That's like
a whole other
that's 3
brand.
different brands right there.
Yeah. That sounds like a lot of work.
That's a lot of work, huh?
Oh man. Thank you guys for joining us this Sunday. And if you do have questions, put them up. But we are going to talk more about branding. Another way to brand to really stand out in your area is to check out your community events, your local events. How can you become a part of the local events in your area and either have a booth, or join the parade? You do something really, really cool to your truck, and let people see who you are, have people follow behind and pass out cards to, or flyers to people that seem, interested, and you can make it fun. I don't know. I always thought it'd be really cool to have some kids in the back with some sort of, they're in a trash can, they're walking with trash cans or something. Maybe pass out garbage bags as you're in the back of it's all, you know what, you're only limited by your creativity when it comes to this, but do things that get you noticed and get you remembered in your area. And it often doesn't take much money to do that. It just takes creativity, time, and effort.
Yeah, just do what your competition is not doing. So one thing that me and the JoJo do every Christmas is I dress up as the Grinch, and we collect a bunch of toys and go buy a bunch of toys, and then we meet people in our town at a certain area at a certain time, and we advertise that, hey, we're going to be there this day at this time. Sonoma Strong Hauling is passing out toys with the Grinch, and we go there and just give back to the people that helped us build our business.
And yeah, and
and people love that.
And if you're just starting out and you can't you don't have as many jobs to be able to get toys, or you don't have the money to go buy toys, they're happy with candy canes. You're the Grinch, they'll show up just for that. Or even if you don't want to do that, but you could just be dressed as the Grinch or Santa Claus and waving to people out, a few days before Christmas or Halloween or something, just out of your dump truck or out of your truck, just to be seen and just to be noticed, because everybody has phones nowadays and they take pictures and they share it on social media. And it's so much fun coming up with ideas that other people aren't, they're not coming up with. Because I'll tell you one thing, 1-800-GOT-JUNK, they're not doing that. They're not being in their local, or at least I haven't seen it. They're not doing that type of thing in the community with, in parades, doing that type of stuff. And that is one of the things that will be covered for sure at the Junk Expo. Abel will be talking about really good creative things that he's done in his community to get his phone to ring. And you'll be like, wow, I'm going to go do that. I can't believe I didn't think of that. It's such a simple thing to do, but out of the box, right? Out of the box thinking, doing what the others aren't doing. And that's what will get your brand out there.
And one thing that we do every single during Halloween time is we'll roll around, and let's say the Julio's driving. or I'm driving, one of us will put like a scream mask on, and then we'll pull up by people and slow down and look at them and then kind of like wave at them. You'll be surprised how many people start cracking up that are either in the car next to us, or they pull out their phones and start recording us or taking pictures. Guess what? My logo is right there on the door. So when they're snapping pictures or they're videotaping us and they're posting it on Facebook or Snapchat, whatever, guess what? Our logo is getting out there. Our business is getting out there. We're known as the people rolling around wearing that scream mask, waving at people. We're known as the guy in that Grinch outfit passing out them toys. We're known for the people that are out here picking up illegal dumping sometimes for free and posting it on social media. That goes a long way.
Yeah, and that's actually the next thing that I was going to put is when you're posting on social media, yes, advertise your service, but don't have that be the only thing you do. Be really engaging and ask. You can ask questions that includes people getting involved. What are some of the things you did? Something during the Super Bowl. What was that?
So during the Super Bowl, I asked people to predict what the score of the game was going to be, and whoever won it was going to get a free single item pickup or whatever, or a half load pickup. And I had heck of people just leaving comments trying to pick what the score was going to be. And that's a good way to get your business out there. And then also something else you can do that we do is every once in a while, when we grab something cool, like a little kid's bicycle or something like that, we'll post it in Facebook groups and let people know, hey, is there a little girl or a little boy out there that needs a bicycle? And people just eat that stuff up and they love it. And it makes us feel really good too. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we did do that for the Super Bowl. We also do a free full load pickup during Christmas time. I'll make a post saying, hey, if you share this post and you like this post, we're giving away a free load pickup for the holidays. So yeah, it's just getting yourself out there. It's not all about making that money. Sometimes you gotta give away to get back.
And that's true with anything in life. The more you give, the more you get. It really, really does come back to you.
And I really feel since me and JoJo been making all these videos and teaching people how to make money with a pickup truck, our life, I've never imagined my life ever being this good. I feel like it's just all that good karma we're putting out there is coming all right back to us. It comes right back.
Definitely comes back. 2 Ram says, we did a job recently where we asked if we would be willing to be paid at closing. Oh, because Matt does this. This was for a client who was referred by a realtor. Have you encountered this? Matt actually uses it, as a sales tactic, right?
Yeah, I just did one last week for a client. They're going to pay at the end of escrow. So on big jobs, make sure you get a contract signed for something like that, but we do it all the time. And that just separates you from the competition. You're doing something that the competition ain't going to do. So I have no problem doing that. And realtors, they love it because a lot of times their clients ain't got the money. They ain't got the money to pay for a couple loads or maybe a full load right now. But once the house sells, they got the cash, the customer's happy, the realtor's happy, and they're letting other realtors in the office know, hey, they do this. Mm-hmm. You got to go with them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good thing to do.
2 Rams, they sound familiar. Are they coming to the expo?
I'm not sure if you guys are, but you should come.
Yeah, let us know if you're coming to the expo because the name sounds familiar. I feel that I've seen that come through.
They're on Instagram all the time.
Oh, maybe that's why. Okay. Mr. Yee Yee. Hello.
What's going on, Yee Yee?
The Yee Yee is a brand.
The Yee Yee is a brand. So you got No Limit and you got Yee Yee. Those are 2 different brands for sure.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Let's see. Hello. Just got home from a quick storage clean out. Love the junk business. Been in business since January and I absolutely love it. Good for you. We love hearing that. Because we do too. I love it because it's different. Every day it's different. And there's nothing boring about it.
No, in the trash business, you're picking up trash as a living. You're scrapping metal, getting extra money. And then you're reselling items too. And then, yeah, I mean, like you got 3 businesses right there. And if you do YouTube, so for us, we're junk haulers, we're scrappers, we're resellers, and we're YouTubers. So when we're out there making these videos and picking up trash, we're actually running 4 businesses at once, JoJo.
Mm-hmm. We're also marketing people, sales people, a phone service.
I wear a lot of damn hats.
A video editor, a recorder.
Right? A
Yeah.
ghostwriter.
It goes on.
It goes on and on.
So ambitious seeds. I like that name. About picking up from illegal dumping. Let me say I did that once, and now they keep leaving shit outside in my neighborhood. I don't want them thinking that it's okay to leave outside. So we actually can relate to that, because when we first started this business, we did it in an apartment complex, right? And that was really challenging. But we noticed that people would start leaving trash around the truck. And, we cleaned it up once in a while. Our biggest fear was that was not us. We didn't want people complaining that like it was us, because here we are with a garbage truck and then there's garbage all around. But yeah, it's like sometimes you have to be careful, because the nice things you do, the more nice things you need to do, because people start taking advantage of that. So there's really a fine line between like doing what's right and then not cleaning up people's crap all the time.
Yeah, there's a fine line for sure. Actually, when we do illegal dumping pickups every once in a while, I do start getting tags from people saying, hey, there's some trash over here. There's some trash over here. We can't save the world and run the business at the same time. But if I'm in traffic and I see something and we're going to the dumps, I'll throw it on top, no problem, and make a short video. But yeah, there is a thin line.
So where do you get a contract from? So we actually don't do that a whole bunch of times, but when it's necessary.
You can use Chat GPT now. That's all you got to do is say, hey, Chat GPT, can you make me a contract for a realtor or for a customer? I need them to sign to make sure that they are going to pay at the end of escrow. Chat GPT is a game changer. Let me tell you, I use it every single day on the daily. So if you're out there and you're not using Chat GPT, you need to start. I use it for when I update my Google My Business. I use it for when I make little cartoon ads for Instagram and Facebook. I use it today to say, hey, I want to do a video about branding. What are some good things I should talk about? And it gave me a list like this. We use it for YouTube. This right here is a game changer. The Chat GPT, if you're not on this, you're going to be left behind, straight up.
Yeah.
You like that, JoJo? Straight up.
Yeah. And actually, AI is something else that is going to be talked about at the JUNK EXPO, because you can implement it in so many ways in your business. So
yeah, my buddy Xavier, he's going to be a speaker at the JUNK EXPO. And let me tell you, he knows his stuff with Google Ads and also AI. So he's been doing a lot of study work on AI. And if you don't know about AI, it is changing the game for sure.
Yep. So we have, hey, Matt and JoJo. It is Jesse from H-Town. God bless you all.
Right on.
So
right
that's
on.
Hillsburg. H-Town is Hillsburg.
I don't know if it's Hillsburg or where.
H-Town?
H-Town. It could be Hayward. It could be Houston.
Well, we call Hillsburg H-Town. So let us know. Are you from Hillsburg?
You from Hayward, Houston, Hillsburg? Let us know. And always remember, you're only as good as your brand. So if you ain't got a good brand, your phone ain't ringing, you got to work on that.
Oh, they said that's what I did, Chat GPT.
Right on, right on.
That's really good. Oh yeah, that's true. Right on. So
and make sure you guys smash that like button if you love me and the JoJo. And share this video too if it can help someone out that you know.
Yeah. And once again, becoming a celebrity. Also, if you have a question, leave it in chat. So, and then we'll stay on here longer, because I'm kind of, we're finishing up with the branding. Become a celebrity in your area.
Now, how do you do that, JoJo?
Doing all the things that we just said to do. Being involved in your community, thinking outside the box, being creative, finding ways to get your name and brand out there. People sometimes get a little bit discouraged when they start a business, because you don't just start a business and your phone starts ringing. You start a business, nobody knows who you are. Nobody. You have to make that happen. And your big businesses, they spend a lot of money. They have a person that or a whole team that does nothing but branding for that business. They have a whole team that does marketing. They have a whole team for, everything. But when you are a solo entrepreneur and you start your own business, that is you. You are your branding person. You are your marketer. You're your sales person. So important. So important. If you're not an outgoing person that reads good body language and talks to people really, really well and can sell yourself with confidence, if that's not you, take some classes, watch some videos, go in the mirror, talk to it, get your.
You know what I thought you were going to
do
say?
it.
I thought you were going to say get a job at McDonald's.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
no. But you have to. You have to. This is your business, right? It's your business. It's up to you to learn how to brand, to find out who your target audience is, to market to them. How do you market to them? It's up to you to do all this.
You got to track your numbers, know how many jobs you want to hit by the end of the month, what your average job size is. You got to keep track of your numbers. If you don't keep track of your numbers, you're never going to know how much you're growing each and every month. So like the JoJo said, there's a lot of work you got to put in, but the best thing you can do is get systems in place. And one thing I wish we would have done back in the day, JoJo.
It's the one mistake we made.
One mistake was have a CRM from day one.
Yeah. Some people will say, what would you do differently? And that's definitely what we would do differently because,
remember, me and the JoJo had no idea how to start a business at all back in the day.
No, we did.
I was self-employed back in the day, but we ain't gonna talk about that. That's a totally different story. But running a real legit business, we had no idea how to do that.
Yeah, and it's scary at first.
We didn't know about branding.
No, we didn't. And you know what? We had God on our side for sure.
We did, and
some luck because we made some very wise choices without really knowing what we were doing. Because I could lie to you and be like, oh, I knew about marketing and I did that on purpose because I knew it was good. I didn't. That was luck.
You had no idea what SEO was back in the day.
I didn't. And I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't. So I'm honest with you because it lets you know
that is doable.
If you're starting a business and you know a little bit about that stuff already, then awesome. I feel that we're successful, and I didn't know those things when we first started. And I'm going to admit that I didn't. And I learned as I went, and I was open-minded. And that's another thing that is so important when you're starting your business is to have a growth mindset, not closed. Like, don't think I'm no good at that. I'm no good at that. So, I'll just hire this person to do it. I'm no good at, I don't know how to do that. So I'm just, I didn't know the first thing about building a website or doing a website. And I don't like technology. I hate being on the computer all the time. I get super frustrated, but I went on GoDaddy and I took my time and I was like, what does this button do? What does that button do? Oh, this is where you put pictures and you can upload a picture here. Oh, I did that. That wasn't so hard. Oh, here, this is where so I played with it and I learned. And then the things that I was really frustrated on, I tried to watch videos on how are they doing it? Okay. And so then I created our website. And I was proud of it, but I look back on it and I was like, it wasn't a very good website, but I didn't pay somebody to do it. I did it ourselves and we had one. And then I learned more about SEO and then why it was important. First, I was like, what the hell's SEO? I got to research this. What's this about? Then when I seen what it was, I was like, I knew what that was. I just didn't know that SEO stood for that. Then, you learn how to do it. And it doesn't happen overnight. You're not going to learn it in a day. You're going to start your website. You're going to slowly build it. And as you learn more, you're going to implement more. And then, before you know it, you're going to have a nice website. And then you're going to be able to log in and change things on your website. And this is why I'm so glad I did it myself, is I learned that every time I went in there, changed things around a little bit and added some different keywords and maybe a page, because you should have multiple pages. And when I first did ours, it didn't have multiple pages. I didn't know how to do that. But I learned that when I hit update, Matt's phone would ring,
start ringing off the damn hook
for like the next following week. And then I was like, I wonder if it had anything to do with that. And so, then you would do it again, and then boom, it happened. So the importance of learning how to do things yourself, posting your own social media, posting here, posting there, doing your website, you can analyze it and you can learn what makes your phone ring. And if you're paying to have somebody else do that for you, you don't know that they've updated. Like, oh, yesterday they updated my website. Today my phone's ringing. They're doing those things for you. And sometimes your phone rings like crazy. You know this when you have a business. And then for a week or so, it won't ring. And you start to get nervous. If you just started this business, you'll get nervous. You'll be like, oh, man, my phone's not ringing. What happened? Did I do something wrong? You might even check it like, hey, call my phone. You probably did this. I'm laughing because you probably did this. Call my phone. I want to make sure it's still working. Like my phone's working, right?
Yeah,
You'll feel like that. So that's just the importance of doing it yourself. But branding is one of those things that you definitely need to, work on. And you do that by taking the right pictures, posting the right videos, doing social media, being involved in your community, and being a person that other people respect is super important. You don't want to do anything that that tarnishes your reputation, because it's everything.
And just know, no one knows it all. You can learn something new every single day. And that's one reason why I'm looking forward to the JUNK EXPO. There's going to be so many hitters there that know more than me and the JoJo, or they know different ways to do stuff. And we're just going to soak all that game up. So one thing you don't want to do is listen to people that think they know it all. If someone's out there and they're not where you want to be, I would not pay attention to what they're doing. You want to look at people and listen to people to where you want to be. Like, hey, these guys got 4 dump trucks. I want to be there. What are they doing? What's working for them? How they get there? Those are the people you want to pay attention to. There's a lot of YouTubers out there that are putting videos out, but are they really where you want to be? Ask yourself that before you take any of their advice.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking crap about any YouTubers. I'm just saying there's a lot of new people coming out, and I'm just saying, like, really, are they where you want to be?
And that's really anything in life. You wouldn't want to go to a marriage therapist that's been divorced 4 times, or take financial advice to somebody that, just never has money, but they think they know everything, but they have nothing to show for it.
If I'm watching someone and they ain't growing, their business ain't growing, they ain't got wrapped vehicles and they ain't doing it, I ain't gonna pay it no attention. I'm gonna just, turn it off. I'm good.
Yeah. So just in anything in life, or parenting advice for people that have no children. It's like,
So one thing you don't want to do with me is take fishing advice from me, because I don't catch no fish, JoJo. No,
yeah,
I'm just kidding. That's Todd. So Todd, if you're watching, I can't take none of your advice if you're watching right now.
That's so funny. Let's see. Houston. So H-Town is Houston. Okay. Well, hi, Jesse from Houston. I was just thinking about this. How do I get in touch with Andrew? Oh, so in our description, it says Autopilot. If you want to give Autopilot a try, and you can click on the link, and I think you need to use the code mattandjojo. I think in order to get Autopilot, you have to use a code.
Mattandjojo.
Mattandjojo is the code. And I was also told that if you sign up through that link, you are grandfathered into that price. So if it ever was to go up in price, it wouldn't for you. That's what I was told. And I always call it a growth mindset, but abundance mindset is good. And, I am just going to, for a short time, preach about how important the right mindset is to have, because when negative thoughts come in your head, you really should like move it right through and replace it with a positive thought, because positivity will create more positivity, and you will create the life you want to live when you know, bring forth positivity, because it is the same negative. So if you have a negative thought and you keep it in there and you dwell on it and you really think about it, and all that will do is create more negativity around you, because you really attract what you put out. So you know, just if you wake up and you just think, oh, it's just a terrible day, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, nothing's going to work for me, nothing's going to go right today.
Cut that out. Don't do that.
You're absolutely right, because nothing will work out that day, because that's what your mindset is. So you have to have a growth mindset. It'll change your life. Positive things will come your way. Absolutely. And let's see what this person is. You guys have been our inspiration. Awesome. Since we decided to start this business, we have been taking so much of your advice. There are others we like and respect, but you all are the GOATs. Oh, thank you.
Right on. Really appreciate that. And like the JoJo said too, your mindset is everything. Everything that you listen to, pay attention to, is so important in life and in business. When I like work out or whatever in the garage, I'll listen to motivational stuff. When I'm driving in the car and I'm going somewhere to Costco or something like that, I'm listening to audiobooks like How to Buy Back My Time or Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's so important what you listen to and what you pay attention to. So having the right mindset and staying motivated every day and telling yourself you can do it and believing in yourself is so important. Like when I wake up in the morning, I tell the JoJo, hey, it's going to be a beautiful day. How you doing, baby? And then pretty much I'm like, let's get this money, Julio. When I see Julio, hey, today's going to be a good day. Let's knock these jobs out. And also, what do I bump every single day in the morning?
I was just going to say that. So a really, really good positive song. And, you know, and I'm not going to preach about like music. You can listen to what you want to, but really if you start your day off with a great positive song, something that makes you feel good and something that feeds your mind.
Every day before I brush my teeth while I'm walking upstairs, this is what I bump. Should I play it or no?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Check. Yeah.
Can they hear?
Yeah. One thing I know. Hey, yeah. God is good all the time. If he ain't, then you lying.
It is very important to put on something that makes you feel good, that feeds you good, positive, awesome vibes, and it will set your day up for nothing but positivity. And I was going to say there's two things that I consider biggest assets, right? As a junk removal business owner. And number one is your truck. Your truck, trailer, dump truck, whatever you're using to make money. Biggest asset, right? Because that is, you know, getting revenue in your truck. You're driving around, that's making you money. And the other thing is your time. Your time. And when you figure that out, as far as, you know, how can you make the most money in your truck in the least amount of time, you know?
Let me add one more in there after you're done.
Because you realize that it's your time when you started your own business, right? Because when you're working for somebody else, you're clocking in, you're giving them your time to make them money. You're making money too, but they're paying you by the hour, which is time. You have to be there 8 hours, 10 hours to make the money you need, you know, to pay your bills.
And let me add one more in there too that is so important, and that is having the right partner and having the right team players on the team. Like me, the JoJo, and the Julio, we are a great asset to Sonoma Strong Hauling. Without us and having that great just that chemistry that we have with the customers and the things that we do, just we bring that energy every single time, every day. We're always positive people. So if you have a partner or an employee or a team member that is just negative and just a downer, what I would do is cut them off.
because you can't have that in your vibe. It's going to bring you down. It's going to make you second guess what you're doing. It's going to, let's see. Jay Brooks says, yeah, that's something I'm getting done. CRM. Preach, JoJo. A CRM. It is really what we wish we had started with if we were to change anything. And that is keeping a client base. Oh my gosh. Keeping a contact list of all of your clients. You would have, we would have so many more. Like right now we have what, almost 2,000?
About 2,000.
We would have so much more. And what'd you recently do?
Did a text blast and we locked in 35 jobs.
But they're still coming.
I booked 35 extra jobs this month off one text blast. So I laugh when I hear other people saying, you don't need a CRM. I'm like, man, you have no idea. I ain't taking no advice from you at all. If you're saying you don't need a CRM to run a business, if you want to grow your business and have employees and be able to get off the trucks and be able to do all that, you got to have systems in place. So when I hear that you don't need a CRM, I'm like, oh my gosh, like you sound like a damn idiot, straight up.
Here's one quick. Do you think 1-800-GOT-JUNK is using a CRM?
Hell to the yeah. Hell yeah.
They're doing something right? They're doing something
Every
right.
time you call someone up, if it's an auto parts store, what they ask you, JoJo? What's your name? What's your phone number? You're in the damn system.
They're getting you in their system.
And the reason why, they can send you a link for a review. They can advertise to you later on. It's so important.
Yeah.
It is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Is having a CRM.
So we're glad that you're going to, get one. We have, can you about upload? Is it worth it? So we don't pay. Just let's get this plain and simple. We've never paid. We do Facebook. We do Facebook boosts. Facebook works great for us, but we've never paid for leads. Other than that, we've never.
I just run the boost so people see us every single day.
Yeah.
Like,
so
really.
We've never done upload. That upload's probably like. Is that like a lead generator, right? Upload?
I'm not sure what he means. I'm not sure exactly.
I think I've heard of upload. It's like
upload. You mean load? It's called load up.
Oh, okay.
Load
okay.
Up. So maybe it's talking about something else.
So
I would stay away from Angie's. I would stay away from
anything that wants your money.
Anyone that's trying to get in your pocket, trying to middleman you a job, unless they're shooting you hell of work and it's worth it, then yeah. But if it ain't worth it, I wouldn't do it. I stay away from Angie's. Angie's posted stuff online that said, so this is what happens with Angie. I've seen it online. It says Angie's has a website that says free junk removal pickup. So people go on there and try to look for free junk pickups, and then they shoot people hell leads that are paying for it. Like, why would you do that? They actually advertise free junk removal pickups, and then they try to sell the leads.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That should be illegal.
It should be illegal.
So Angie, screw you. Screw you, Angie.
Is there a video tutorial on how autopilot actually works? When you sign up, I think you do get a bunch of videos that kind of talk you through everything. But do I need to manually put in the info? Yes, you do. But they're working on that to make it be, it isn't there yet, but they're trying to make it be to where that the information the client tells you automatically goes in, and that will be a game changer.
And remember, the life value of a customer is around $5,000. So every customer that you come in contact with, they say that the lifetime value of that customer is $5,000. They might need you when they move out of state. Maybe their parents pass away. Maybe it's just spring cleaning, but that's what they say. So imagine you having 10,000 customers in your client list. Let's do the math on that right there. That's a big client list too.
That
so 10,000 people times 5,000. Oh shit, that's a lot. That's a damn lot of money.
It's too many zeros.
Yeah, that's a lot of money, JoJo.
But let's be if we're
okay. Let's do 1,000. Yeah, that's a lot of money too. I'm just gonna say it's a lot of money, JoJo. It's a lot of money.
5 million.
It's a
Was
lot
that
of money.
right?
Yeah, so, yeah, you know what? I don't know if we'll
Don't-
live that long, but yeah, it's a
Don't
lot of money. Don't sleep on a CRM for sure.
Yeah.
Now I have customers that call me up. That's crazy. That have like Amazon addictions that then call me up at once a month. I have a guy that actually owns a paint gallery that uses us once a month to pick up cardboard boxes, and I would say he's giving me around $5,000 every single year. JoJo, that one customer.
Oh, okay, yeah. Like my info I get from an online booking. So they do, the Autopilot offers online booking. So yeah. Yeah. I'm also building my website on GoDaddy. Good for you. You know, I get not a whole lot of things make me mad, but I kind of get my, feathers in a ruffle when I hear big SEO companies and stuff, and they say that you can't rank on GoDaddy. GoDaddy isn't like, GoDaddy has worked great for us.
Bullshit.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
not an SEO expert, but I have GoDaddy and we're hiring another employee. We have 2 trucks. Our phone rings. People find us online. Actually, we go to jobs and they'll tell us how much they loved our website.
So do me a favor right now. Go to our website, Sonoma Strong Hauling, and check it out and let me know what you guys think. And leave a comment on Facebook Messenger. See what I'm doing right now? I'm driving traffic to my website.
That's a gold nugget right there.
So what you want to do is you want to drive as much traffic to your website as possible. And that's one reason why we rank, because a bunch of people watch our YouTube videos. And I guarantee if you're watching our YouTube video right now, you checked out our website. You were being nosy, like, you know what? What's Matt and JoJo's website look like? And we have no problem with that. Go there right now, check it out, and help us rank even better, JoJo.
Yeah, and I'll just give Jay Brooks, I don't know if you have a YouTube channel or if you're thinking of starting a YouTube channel. We highly recommend it because it helps you get searched in your area. So put your website in the description of all your videos. You should do that because that will even help you even more get searched online.
And you can check out our website, sonomastronghauling.com. And if you can see on there, all of our photos are pictures of me, the JoJo, the Julio smiling with our logo.
Branded pictures. That's what I call branded pictures. When people take pictures, if you look at 1-800-GOT-JUNK, the pictures that they take
are quality.
They're not by choice. They're not just snapping pictures. In every single picture, they're making sure either a branded shirt is shown, the truck is shown, the door with the logo is shown. So just really study them, right? You see that? That is a branded picture. Junk on there.
So the last thing you want to do is have a bunch of stock photos on your website.
Do you no good using, I mean, if you're building your website, you're just building it, you can throw a stock photo in there if you haven't done any jobs at all, just as a placer. But know that for good SEO to work, you need pictures that you have taken yourself, good branded pictures.
Because your goal is to keep people on there as long as possible before they do an online booking or call you up.
More pictures, less words.
That's your thing, JoJo.
Yeah, it is. It's because you just want it inviting. You want people to stay, when is the expo? October this year, the 24th and 25th. It's not just one day. It is 2 days for the same exact price as last year. Same exact price. And October 24th and the 25th, all-day event with over 12 speakers. And we are speaking this year. Last year we didn't speak. We just said hi to everybody and introduced everyone. But this year we're speaking. And we are going over branding. And much deeper than here, we're just touching on it. But there we're going to actually show you how to take the pictures. Give you, step by step, showing you examples and how to take them and why you should take them. And
we're going to dive deep into
Yeah.
it, and also Facebook a little bit too, about how we get our business on Facebook. So if you if you learn a lot from our videos on the daily, imagine meeting 12 other expert junk haulers out there that are doing big things. We got a guy out from Canada named Barry Hartman. He's doing 5.5 million a year. I'm going to repeat that. 5.5 million a year. I'm going to have him on the channel soon. He's a guest speaker. We got another guy that is junk rescues, Jake Steele. He's out there doing 4 million a year. I do believe he has 10 dump trucks and 100 dumpsters that he rents out. And then you got other guys that are killing it with just 2 trucks. So we got people on different levels, and they're all killing it in the game. Some people use Google Ads. Some people do it all organic. There's going to be so much knowledge in the building. So if you think you're learning stuff from me and the JoJo right now, you have no idea.
We're going to be learning there.
A whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. So how much is the price? I'm coming this year at $249.
So it's $249, the same price as last year. And one thing you want to do is make sure you grab your tickets before they sell out. Last year, they sold out. So don't wait on it. I had a guy, 2 days ago, call me up, said, hey, Matt, I wanted to come last year, and then I tried to do it last minute, and you were sold out, man. But I'm not going to miss it this year. He bought 2 tickets a couple days ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
So get your tickets. It's time to soak up the game, learn as much as possible, and be a better business person. I mean,
invest in yourself.
Invest in yourself. Take a vacation. Come to California. Hang out with me and the JoJo.
We will be doing a video on the other things you could do while you're here, because we live in a really nice area. We have, we're right next to redwood forests, and they're like the tallest, trees on the planet. And that's right next to the ocean. We have the bay. If you land in San Francisco, you'll be driving over the Golden Gate Bridge. And if you've not done that, that's, on some people's bucket list. If you enjoy wine, you could go wine tasting. It's all we have around us is vineyards, and the restaurants here are people come from all over the world just to try our restaurants. So we live in a beautiful place.
Hands down, this is the best county I ever lived in. And trust me, Mr. Matt Vick, I lived a lot of places. And Sonoma County is by far the best place I ever lived in my life. I told the JoJo that yesterday. We went to Country Summer at the fairgrounds. So we actually went to Country Summer at the fairgrounds where we're having our Junk Expo event at, which is pretty cool. Yeah. And I was driving back. I'm like, JoJo, you know what? We're like 10 minutes away from Country Summer. We go to the comedy show down the street. We're
2 miles away.
We're like 5 minutes from the airport in Santa Rosa. Like, the food out here is incredible. You ain't got a bunch of gangbangers driving around, bumping music. You can leave your doors unlocked. Like, this is a nice area. Wine country. Food's excellent. I remember when I went to the program and I was getting off the bus and landed in Hillsburg, California, and I looked at all the women. I'm like, oh my gosh. They got all their teeth. And I was like, what's in the water out here? These people look normal out here. I was like, oh my gosh, I love it out here.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Another great thing that you'll see at the Junk Expo and here is Matt does end the Junk Expo with his story and his speech and how he, went from, being homeless to where he is now. And it's very emotional and very motivational, and it really, I feel, is the highlight actually of the entire thing.
Well, I love you for that, babe.
No, I love it. Like, not a dry eye last year when he did his story. So it was great.
So just know anything's possible. If you're out there and you're struggling right now, working a job that you hate, and you found our channel and you want to start any kind of business, it could be a handyman business, a painting business, I don't care what it is. The stuff that we teach at the Junk Expo can help any business. So just know that you can do it. The first thing is you got to have the right mindset. When other people are telling you can't do it. And that's one thing I had to do. I was so broke and hungry, and I was in a situation where I was 35 years old, making $15 an hour, frying chicken as a grown man, barely got my license back, still on probation, trying to just see these other people just doing it. And I was like way behind. Like, I just screwed my life up really bad. And you know what? I prayed about it, prayed for a good woman. The JoJo came in my life, and I just invested in myself, believed in myself, and you can change your life by taking that one risk that you're scared to take. So it could be a family member, a wife, a brother can be telling you, hey, don't do that, because they care. But in reality, you can do anything you want. Set some goals, go after it, and don't be scared. And like the JoJo said, I will break down my story at the JUNK EXPO, and I'm gonna keep it raw and uncut, and it's some real shit. So if you're out there and you want to hear a real inspiring story, I'm definitely gonna break it down. It's gonna be a lot longer, and hopefully I don't cry either. I hope I don't cry.
It's hard,
yeah,
to not, but you're just a real person, and emotions are real, and there's nothing wrong with.
And just know, me and the JoJo are just normal people like you guys, and we just make videos, and we just try to help as many people as possible. So remember that we're just Matt and the JoJo.
Yeah,
we're good people. I feel like we're good people.
I think we're really good people.
I think you're better than me, though.
Maybe.
Whatever. You can't say that.
No. All right. Thank you for joining us on your Sunday, and hopefully you get some rest in before you start your new week full of trash.
Yeah, stay motivated, get out there and get that money. And I'm so happy we got more help, a full-time guy. And doing that motivates me to just get more business. So I'm motivated now.
Yeah.
Keep his ass busy. Get out there. Right?
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
So if you like this video, make sure you smash that like button. If it can help someone out there, please share this video. And if you're on the edge of coming to the JUNK EXPO and think, you know what, I'll make it next year. Let me tell you like this. There won't be one next year.
No,
so you got to make it this year. It's a lot of work. If you can see, I'm advertising like crazy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
After the expo, we're just focusing on our business and YouTube, and we'll take a little expo break. So we're not doing one next year.
So I told the JoJo that after the expo, I'm focusing on us, the business, YouTube, and I'm going to cut my circle, make my circle even smaller. That's one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to focus on us, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like that?
Yeah, I like that.
You like that?
Okay.
But we will be posting a lot more videos. That's going to be my goal for the business and for YouTube.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope.
You sure? It was a good live.
It was a good live. I love going live. Thanks for joining us. It really is much more personable than just, filming a video and editing it and putting it out on Sundays. So
shit, I had so much fun. I might want to go live later on today. I'm just kidding.
So So thank you for joining us, and go out there and just have a great day.
See you next time.